storm and openly selling to shut down the true internet.
Yep. Well, we have to fight this on all fronts, and the Icelandic Modern Media Initiative, this proposal that I managed to pass through the parliament with the unanimous vote on June 16th, even the government backed it, is an attempt to sort of put the foot down and also to create a dialogue about what is really going on when it comes to new media. Because most of the media is moving on to the internet, and if we don't deal with the reality and deal with all these weak laws or the fact that so many of these legislations are being destroyed or eroded.
Yeah, if we don't stand up now, it's going to be just like radio 80 years ago when governments took that over and restricted the band. For those that don't know, there's a much wider band. There should be much more community involvement. But with the internet, there's an unlimited spectrum of space, and they're artificially, openly saying, I mean, White House science czar, White House regulations czar, Cass Sunstein openly says he wants to restrict free speech.
Well, I really encourage everybody that care about these things to start the dialogue. I have been actually amazed by the reaction that I've got to this proposal, just as I felt it in February.
And this idea could spread, just like your idea to have free zones for true internet freedom versus everybody becoming like China. You're offering the alternative of everybody becoming like Iceland, just like you're an example of standing up against the bankers.
Well, it's easy to change the Icelandic Modern Media Initiative, the IME, into the International Modern Media Initiative. So I think I am offering this. Iceland can be the icebreaker, and we can pass this, I'm suggesting, or tasking the government to change 13 different laws in 4 different ministries. And once we've put all that in place, and there's in particularly a very, very important aspect of this as well, and that is we are bringing together all the best legislation from around the world in order to create this safe haven for not only journalists.
Well, Birgitta, respectfully, I want to give you the floor and have you get into that positive thing, but you've got a lot of courage. And let's just get it on record here that Daniel Ellsberg, very well respected, said there were hit teams issued to kill him. He thinks you guys are in physical danger with WikiLeaks. You are the spokesman right now for Julian Assange. And he is being hunted. And he just put out an email today through you and through others that he is going back into complete hiding. And the Pentagon says he is being hunted by them, and he's about to release all this. Can we talk about that first, about your role in releasing the copter murder video? We'll play some of that in the background. And then give us any idea on what it is he's about to release that's got the Pentagon so scared. I mean, they've arrested the military officer that released this and are still holding him with no lawyers right now.
Well, just to clarify, Julian Assange, I just acted as a spokesperson for him while he was in hiding in Australia. He has appeared now. He appeared in Brussels last week when we both were attending a seminar at the European Parliament discussing freedom of expression in Europe. So if people want to get hold of him, they can just do that directly through email and stuff like that.
Well, we've been trying to get a hold of him, and he's emailed us back a few times. Can you put in a good word to him to get him to come on this show?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't feel that I'm in an imminent danger, or, the reason why Julian has been undercover is just being, using common sense and being cautious. We don't want to make it easy for the bastard, to use his own words. But I think it will shake the world, the next stuff that comes out of WikiLeaks. I also want to stress that when it comes to Bradley Manning, the U.S. soldier that is in detention in Kuwait and has been in detention for 4 weeks without being charged, and there's a complete catch-22 when it comes to getting him proper lawyers. He has a military lawyer appointed to him. He can't get the lawyers that WikiLeaks has been assigned for him because he has to ask for it, but he can't. Nobody can give him the information that these lawyers have.
Well, I mean, why?
For him.
We've got to go to break. This is incredible info, but you say the next information will shake the world. Are you implying it's much bigger than the copter massacre?
Maybe.
Maybe. All right, stay there. I'm on the edge of my seat here. And the Pentagon says it's thousands of documents and videos, so Lord knows what treasure trove you guys have got, and anything to end these wars as soon as possible. I think you underestimate how much danger you're in, though.
Global meltdowns, massive unemployment, endless wars, a new currency crisis, financially and morally bankrupt. A great and terrible storm is approaching. So what's the best way to get ready? To get prepared for hard times ahead? Introducing Off the Grid News, a weekly newsletter for independent patriots who want practical advice on how to survive and prosper in an increasingly dangerous world. It's the best way to get a black belt in emergency preparedness, survival skills, and off-the-grid living. Off the Grid News is fiercely independent, all about self-reliance, and packed with helpful information on survival gardening, food preparation, alternative energy, herbal medicines, privacy and security, as well as God, gold, and guns, with absolutely no apologies. And the best part? This $100 a year service is now free of charge for our listeners. That's right, free for our listeners who sign up at offthegridnews.com. That's offthegridnews.com. You can sign up for free at offthegridnews.com. offthegridnews.com.
Making the right decisions is a challenge to investors. Are we going to see economic growth, slide into a recession, or at worst, depression? Hi, Ted Anderson from Midas Resources. We all know when a company acts irresponsibly, divesting ourselves in a move towards safety is prudent. When the market becomes volatile, U.S. Treasuries are a safe haven. But what do you do when the U.S. government overextends itself and spends beyond its means? Many investors are turning toward gold as a common-sense alternative to traditional paper investments. Midas Resources has put together a powerful book titled 10 Reasons to Own Gold, discussing costs, benefits, risks, featuring full-color illustrations, weights, and measures. The book is free and can be yours by calling 800-686-2237. Paper investments are dwarfed by gold's 6,000-year history. Discover how gold may be right for you and your IRA by calling 800-686-2237. Whether buying or it's time for you to sell, the book is free. Call 800-686-2237.
They helped to create a new world order. We are part of a new world order.
A new world order based upon collective action.
Invisible Empire is a damning indictment of the globalists through their own words and documents.
The new world order really is a tool for addressing a new world of possibilities.
It means all the world under their control.
The United Nations would take over America. The Trilateral Commission would control the world.
Invisible Empire chronicles how men of power and influence have worked in stealth for centuries to establish an oppressive world government.
I believe, first of all, that we now need nothing short of a world constitution for the global financial system.
Global governance with the establishment of the G20.
So it's going to be an inner ruling elite and then everyone else. And I got news for you. You're everyone else.
Invisible Empire. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com, or watch it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
For years, you've been hearing about Herbal Healer Academy and how it's remained the leader in effective, alternative, and natural medicine and education. But how can they continue to hold that title for years on end? The answer is high quality and huge selection. Just visit herbalhealer.com and shop online or request a free catalog. You're bound to find the alternative you're looking for. Did you know that Herbal Healer carries the latest, safest, and effective weight loss products? You can also count on Herbal Healer for the largest selection of safe and natural supplements just for children. And don't forget your pets. Herbal Healer even has natural mineral supplements for all your animals, including horses, cows, and birds. Take a peek at their online calendar, and you're sure to find everything you need, and maybe something you didn't realize you needed. Visit herbalhealer.com, and don't forget to sign up for the free Herbal Healer newsletter. herbalhealer.com, working with the power of nature.
And the explanation he used was that he was understood that it was not safe for him to come to this country. He left it, and then later he explained now, when the Bradley Manning arrest was announced, he said, now you understand why I didn't come. I think it's worth mentioning a very new and ominous development in our country. I think he would not be safe, even physically, entirely, wherever he is. We have, after all, for the first time that I ever, perhaps in any democratic country. We have a president who has announced that he feels he has the right to use special operations operatives against anyone abroad that he thinks is associated with terrorism, that he suspects of it. And that includes American citizens. One American citizen who's even been named.
Julian Assange is who Daniel Ellsberg was talking about there on MSNBC. And for the last 2-3 weeks, the spokesman he designated is Brigitte Jones-Dottier, the prestigious and very effective member of the Icelandic parliament. This is a short segment, long segment coming up. Plenty of time for her to break everything down. We were able to get her via